This reading is for Virgo. This is your weekly for July 18th. The cards I pulled was making a choice, self-care, the ocean, gratitude, and at the bottom you have metamorphosis, retirement, focus on service, and grief. So while I was meditating over the cards, the song you got was Kirk Franklin, I Smile. Even though I've been in for a while, I smile, smile. Everybody knows that song. So hard to look up when you've been down, because I feel like you guys are going through an emotional transformation, and it's not the most amazing. It's not something that is easy to smile through. Nevertheless, you guys are going through it. So the card making a choice is about having two options, two doors, and it's about making a choice. It's about making the choice that is going to be the most helpful to you, the one that is going to be the most, I don't want to say the easiest one. It's not always safe to take the easy way out, and then sometimes you have to take the road less traveled. So only you know what making a choice is. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be moving, it could be anything, but ultimately you guys have a choice to make, and at the end of the day, whatever choice you make, you have to remember to smile through that. Even if it hurts you, if it hurts someone else, you have to remember to keep your smile, because that's what this emotional transformation is about allowing you to be able to smile through the storm, smile through the rain. At the bottom you have metamorphosis, which is about growth. It is about growth. You're undergoing a process that's allowing you to grow into, I was going to say, a beautiful swan. Like the ugly duckling becomes the beautiful swan. When I was meditating, I feel like it was more for your emotions than it is for your outer man. But you know, when you become a new person, everything about you changes. Your glow changes, your aura changes. So whatever you are undertaking, is going to allow people to see you in a different way, and even this choice is a part of this growth. So it's up to you to decide which one is going to help you. If you don't know, you always pray about it and follow your gut, because I mean, everyone has that inkling in their gut that says, I think I should do this, or I think I should do that, and that is what you should do. But you also should understand that this is something that's going to help you emotionally. This is not so much about financially, not even spiritually. I'm here. It's more about your emotions, because spiritually you guys are in tune, but emotionally it's you're not balanced emotionally. It's like you can be, however your emotions are, it's hard for you to connect one another with your emotions. Either their emotions are too up or your emotions are too down, and it's like, it's not, you guys have to find an emotional, that's the word, an emotional equilibrium. That's what it is. An emotional equilibrium. Okay, and for life change, you have self-care. Everybody knows that that's about taking care of yourself, making sure that you do, you know, the pros and cons. Make sure that you are keeping your health in check, keeping your mind in check. Self-care is taking care of your mind, body, heart, and soul, and dealing with those emotions, those turbulences, and making sure that you stay healthy through this emotional. It's like you guys are having an emotional breakthrough. That's what I felt when I was meditating. It was just like, it's an emotional transformation. So however it relates to you, I don't know, but it's just an emotional transformation. It has nothing to do with a person, place, or thing. It's something inside of you that only you know. It's like you could be emotionally withdrawn at times, and you could be emotionally connected, and then you just can emotionally disconnect. Maybe to protect yourself, who knows? But this is about taking care of those feelings and those emotions so that it brings out the best you. Because we remember, we need our emotions to connect with people. We cannot be emotionless and try to connect with people. It just won't work. At the bottom, you have retirement. This is about retiring from a job, retiring from an old mindset, retiring from things that no longer serve you, just retiring from things that are not beneficial to your growth. So maybe you could be retiring the way you felt about your emotions. Maybe you could be retiring the way you dealt with your emotions, or the way you displayed your emotions. It's different for everybody, but it's time for their retirement. It's like out with the old, in with the new. Because remember, like Jupiter is going direct. So Jupiter is bringing positivity, love, joy. And if you don't have your emotions, if you aren't allowing this transformation to emotionally transform you, when Jupiter comes in and gets ready to give you that big old smile, that big old hug, like you're not going to be able to receive it, or you're not going to welcome it with grace, because you haven't retired the old identity of you, or the old way that you dealt with things, or the old job, or the old mindset, or the old way you dealt with money. This is all about retiring the things that you do not need. It's like I could see somebody, when they play basketball and they retire their jersey. It's like, look, I'm retiring this jersey. I've had it for a long time. It's time to retire. So for your angel message, you have the ocean. It says, the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. So this card is saying that you need to spend time by the ocean. If you can't spend time by the ocean, you can pull it up on YouTube, because I know I've done it before. You pull it up on YouTube and listen to the soothing water. It soothes you. It heals you. It's like being in your mother's womb again. It says, even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. If just pretend that you're in the ocean. Pretend that you're taking that deep swim, because remember, your emotions are like this sea. It's like this sea, and you can either flow upstream, downstream, left or right. So being next to the ocean is going to allow those emotions to wash away. It's going to allow you to heal. It says it washes away all cares and concerns. And some of your emotions are directly because you're worried about something. Maybe you're worried about this choice. You're like, I don't know what choice to make. Or maybe you're going through this metamorphosis and you're like, why is all of this happening? Well, it's to help you grow. But if your emotions are just so stuck on why, you're going to get concerned and worried and not understand the beauty of it. So this is saying spend time by the ocean, spend time by the water, or even just sitting in the bathtub. It's the same thing. Just allowing the water to flow over you, or taking a shower, allowing the water to flow over you, so you could just be at peace and have that serenity that you need during this time. At the bottom, you have focus on service. It says, your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. So Virgo, you're headed towards service. Understanding that that is what your soul desires, to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. All of this is about swimming and water and just flowing. Emotions can flow so beautifully if you allow them to. If you break out of that shell of thinking that emotions are dangerous, or that feeling emotions is hurtful. Even when you serve, people will be fulfilled in a way that they may break down and cry in front of you. That's allowing it to flow, and you have to be in an emotionally reserved but also an emotionally understanding place, to where when you see those tears, you're not alarmed and you're not turned off, or you're not feeling reluctant towards it, realizing that that is beauty. When somebody allows their tears to flow, or when their joy is overwhelming, that is the beauty of life. So your soul is headed towards there, focusing on service as you deal with your emotions, and understanding that that is what you are here for, to serve at a higher calling, by allowing everything in you to flow, including your emotions. For your chakra, you have gratitude. So this is about being grateful. Of course, it's about two people having two different understandings in life, but they still are grateful for one another. They offer one another something, and they have to be grateful for it. And it's also saying that you cannot focus on one thing that you are not grateful for the other. Sometimes, like dealing with these emotions and dealing with life, like we're like, okay, you just become ungrateful and you don't see the beauty of even yourself. Sometimes you don't see the beauty of this transformation that you're having. You're like, this is so annoying. This is too much. I don't want to deal with this. It's like, be grateful that you are going through this change, because it's going to not only help you, but also those around you. You're going to be of service to people that you have not even met, people that you never thought you would be of service to. You can wind up being service to people in your whole neighborhood. You're like, I didn't even know that I would be serving you, but it's all because you went through this transformation and you allowed yourself to emotionally grow and emotionally release things and emotionally care for yourself in a way that allows life to flow through you and out of you. Because remember, you are your own temple. You are your own flow. So if you're not flowing emotionally, you're not connected to anything. You're not connected to spirit. Things cannot flow in and out of you. So it's just a stuck, stagnant moment because you're not flowing emotionally, or you're emotionally blocked, or you're emotionally drained. So that is what this metamorphosis is happening, is allowing you to understand. So you should just have an attitude, adopt an attitude of gratitude, because it's still something that is illuminating even you. And remember to smile through it. The Kurt Franklin song said, smile. At the bottom you have grief. This is about somebody who lost something and she held on to it. The person is gone, the situation is dead, but the emotions of it is still there. So it's like dealing with grief. It's about knowing when to let go of that grief and when to say, you know what, what's done is done. Letting it go. Knowing that you still have to live, knowing that everybody is in the place that they are called to be in. If this person has passed away, for this lady, her dog passed away. She buried the dog and still carried the emotions. It's like knowing that that person is in a better place and knowing that you still can live. So all of this that is happening is like retiring that grief, retiring the fact that it has already happened. It's about just letting it go so that you can grow. Sometimes you got to let things go so that you can grow. You don't let it go because you're upset. You just let it go so that you can grow. You know, holding on to it is not going to help you to grow. So the main color that you had was green. So the main chakra you need to focus on is your heart. So for Virgo, and your heart deals with your emotions, all things dealing with emotions. Your heart is the center of the matter. So you have to get your heart together so that you can feel when love is entering. You can feel when you are walking in love. You can feel everything around you. So this is dealing with your heart, getting your heart in the right place so that you can feel more, understand more, and live life in a more abundant manner because your heart open. Remember, if you block your heart out, like you block love out, you block the flow of life. And remember, God said, I look at your heart. So if your heart is blocked, or your heart is still full of anger or hatred or even grief, you know, God is looking at that like, hello, I need you to get that. I need you to get that under control. I need you to transform that so I can see your beauty, so that you can see your beauty. So Virgo, for you, you're this week you're just going to be working on your heart. So you have a choice to make. This choice is a direct part of your metamorphosis, your growth. It's going to allow you to continue to have proper self-care. And doing this self-care, you're going to see what you need to retire, what you need to let go of, what is no longer serving you. Spend time with the ocean. Spend time, I said with the ocean. Spend time by the ocean, listening to the ocean, or just allowing water, taking your showers, just allowing that beautiful sound of water so it cleans your palate, cleans your slate, cleans your heart out, gives you that cleansing serenity feeling so that you can be at peace again, because it's time for you to focus on service. You are not here just to deal with all your emotions or to bottle them up. You are here to use that to serve others, to help others get to their place of healing even. And remember to remain grateful in all that goes on, no matter how big or how small, no matter if you guys are seeing eye to eye or not. It's to be grateful for each person in your life. And remember, you have to find something to be thankful about every day. Do not allow the grief to block you. Do not allow the grief to contain you, to keep you down, to keep you stuck. It happened. Allow yourself to heal from it. I'm not going to say just let it go and move on, because that's not, I don't feel like people should just say that willingly as if it's easy, because it's not easy. But allow yourself to feel it and understand it, because that's the metamorphosis, is allowing you to feel emotions. That's good, bad, anger, hatred. That's every emotion you can think of. But the reason you are feeling all these emotions at once is because Spirit is trying to get you to an emotional place where you can identify each emotion individually. So you have to feel them simultaneously so that you understand what each one means individually. If I'm saying that right, I think I'm saying that right. So that you know what they mean individually and you can handle them individually, because you went through this experience where all of it, it's like having everything on your plate and having to deal with it, so that the next time when you get a clean plate after you've gone through that healing through the ocean, when you get that clean slate, you know what each piece means to you, and now you're thankful for the piece because you had an opportunity to experience the whole, if that makes sense. That is where you are at, Virgo. Hopefully that makes sense to you. It's just an emotional transformation, an emotional breakthrough, and it's all dealing with matters of the heart.